Hey guys, it's S, and today I'm going to be doing something really special. I mentioned in the previous video, or at least the previous Moonbase video, I recently got a new computer, and after that I really wanted to just test out, its limits, and so I did something I always wanted to do: build a giant mothership type thing, and send it to Duna, which I'm going to do. But instead of maxing out my computer, I think I maxed out KSP. I don't think KSP is able to run this super smoothly, which is not a big deal. But yeah, just look at this thing. Big, huge mothership, tons of fuel, a lander, 2 rovers, 2 satellites. This is a major mission, 6 crew members, and we're just about to get underway here in just a few minutes, as you can see down here. But I'm pretty excited about this thing. I've already done a few, quick save, quick load runs to see if it has enough juice to get to Duna, and oh, yeah, it has plenty of juice. Let's time accelerate just a little bit here. Uh, and I'm pretty sure the lag here isn't actually... It's not my computer at all. It's actually KSP just straining under its own constraints, really. So anyway, as you can see, acceleration is going to take a while to get escape velocity from Kerbin, so I will achieve velocity and meet you guys when we are going to burn to Duna, which I'll just give you a view of my map. So we're going to slingshot out here, and then shoot out there. Alright, see you in a few minutes. And here we are, approaching Duna. We're just going to do a capture burn, and then probably like 2 more burns to get in a nice orbit. Maybe just one. We could probably get by with just one, because projected orbit is not exactly equatorial, but well, it's not even close to equatorial. But we don't necessarily need an equatorial orbit. But anyway, yeah, we'll get there and we burn for another 10 minutes. It's nuclear engines are pretty slow. But yeah, we'll get into there and then we'll get into a nice orbit, and I think that means we can launch our first satellite. So we'll see you guys when we hit... I'll just see you when I make a good orbit. I can't imagine all this orbit making is very fun to watch. And after a long journey, we are here orbiting Duna. I think it's got a pretty nice view here. So now I think I'm going to change the name. It was called Dawn, but I think now it's Dawn Station, because it's certainly big enough to be one. I think this is easily the biggest and most, well, just most complex thing I've ever built in KSP, and it's all possible because of my new, really powerful computer. Now I think we're going to launch one of the satellites, or probes. And decoupled. Let's activate the ion engine on the back and just give us a little boost of speed. Alright, and I think we're ready to deploy panels since we're away from the ship now. Ah, missed it. Come on. I think we'll wait to deploy the dish until we're there. Alright, let's see. You can accelerate without hitting the thing, right? Believe so. NASA would never do this because it's just too dangerous and close, but yeah, we scraped by. We're fine. We're just going to make it the orbit height a little higher so we don't have to see it all the time. Let's go with 250,000 meters. Yep, just floating away from the station. How's the... Oh, we're out of power. Whoops. I didn't pack too much power storage on this thing, did I? It doesn't help that being farther away from the sun decreases our electric charge in the panels. But I think I overpacked xenon. No matter, that works. So I'm going to go ahead and get this into the orbit that I want. Let's just accelerate so we're away from the station. Get back to, oh, that's pretty. The non-lagginess. We're never going to get above 300,000 meters. This is as fast as we can go. I was originally going to call the station Vesta, because I kind of want to go with a Roman naming scheme, but I already have a station that's called Vista, so I'm thinking it'd get confusing. It's so nice to break away from that huge amount of lag. You know what? Close enough. Alright, let's turn this thing around. Let's turn off the ion engine, which will probably never be used again. Alright, we have a comms satellite in orbit. We already had one. That's from a previous mission. That one's Dunacom 1. I wanted to go with a Roman naming scheme, like I said. I can't really think of anything good for the satellites, so I think I'm just going to call this one Dunacom 2. Alright. Bueno. I can switch from here. Why is it called the Duna Travel Lander? That's not what I called it. But there it's called Dawn Station. I don't get it. Let's see. Control from here. Any vessel, Dawn Station. Alright, well, whatever. That's not a huge deal. Let's see. I'd like to... Where's the, Why is it shaking so much? I don't get it. I don't know, but with the recent update, they made Duna a bit more of a Mars analog. There's now a large volcano, like Olympus Mons, on the surface of... I can't see it because of all this shaking. It is... I don't know, but my first mission that we're going to do from the station is to drop a rover that we have down to explore the volcano. I'm going to call that rover Vulcan because, you know, Roman theming and, you know, volcano. So I guess it is good that we're in a sort of oblique orbit. Alright, and I'm going to get set up for that, and I'll see you guys when I'm ready for that. Alright, and we are just about set up to hit the large volcano. So you see here we have this rover. We're just going to detach it. Switch to it. And there's no RCS on the thing, so I'm just going to bump it gently against the side so we can get pushed off. Let's see. That first. Good. Everything's in order. Alright, let's just plan our descent. Don't know how long the fuel will last. Probably not very long. It's only 2 small tanks. So I think it's safe to say that the burn won't be very long if it's going to happen at all. I have tested this in Kerbal orbit, but I don't know how well it will fare. I'm just gonna... Did one of the engines not activate? No, they're all activated. It should be fine, so I'm just gonna zoom ahead a little bit and burn about now. And frame rate back to normal because dawn is out of the way. That's good enough. We're going to I don't have a whole lot of power, so I think I'm going to disable the motors on these things. I will re-enable them when I land, but I don't want them just wasting energy even though they are braked. Okay. So I think this stage is spent, so let's get rid of it. Oh no. Glitches are pretty funny. Alright, let's speed up. If you haven't figured it out yet, the small adapter on the bottom is a heat shield. Not that it really matters all that much, but for realism purposes, yeah, I like it. Hope we're going the right direction. You know, it should be. Oh, we're flying over it right now. I think we're going to deploy parachutes as early as possible, and we will remove the heat shield after heating happens. It should be pretty quick here. I'm just going to turn off SAS and let the atmosphere handle it. Any second now. That is a rather large mountain. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be an Olympus Mons analog, but I like to think that it is. I don't have time to turn that thing off. Ooh, I should have done that earlier, but you know what, whatever. Slow down. Apparently there was no heating, so I think I'm just going to get rid of the heat shield. It's useless as of now. We're coming in a bit fast here. I wish I had some engines to slow us down. That's good enough, I guess. Alright, we're coming down at a good pace. The terrain of Duna is so much more interesting ever since the update. Well, you know, I was worried about it for a second, but I'm not so worried anymore. We're going to hit the ground a little hard for rover wheels, but no matter. These rovers are pretty simplistic. They don't really have much power generation. They just have those, these two little panels. And oh no! Okay, bit of a rough landing, but at least we survived the thing. So yeah, the presumably up on Dawn Station, one of those lander cans, or crew tanks, the brakes are on. One of those crew tanks that I have, one of them is a drone control bay, or not so much drone, but you know, robotics control bay. So, ooh. So that's where they're controlling them from. And the captain, I don't know how I randomly generated him, but he is like Jeb crazy. He's always just grinning wildly. I guess he just has the same, or pretty close to the same stats that Jeb has, which is kind of scary. But he probably won't crash the thing. It'll be fine. Oh my god, you need to slow down. Slow down, slow down. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of getting used to. Certainly isn't a take on Mars. Speaking of which, you guys have had some mostly good reactions to the first video that I made of that. So I think I'm going to continue doing it, but by no means is it going to take over KSP. That's KSP is definitely the primary focus of this channel. I just like to show you guys cool little things that I think you guys might like. Anyway, let's get the thing stopped gently without flipping over, preferably. Okay, good. Alright, oh, I forgot to name this thing. I think I was going to name it. What was I going to name it? Oh yeah, Vulcan. Alright, rover. Okay, stay there. Actually, I can just switch back up to the station. Alright, so might not be the most exciting of first episodes of a series, but I think it's pretty cool. It's a large station ship thing that I got into Duna orbit, and it's pretty impressive, I think, if I may say so myself. But I think that will cover it for the first episode of this, so I will see you guys all later. I hope you're having a great day. Bye.